We are going to be reading, listening, and analyzing Act 1, Scene 5 of Romeo and Juliet using myshakespeare.com. So the party has started. There's this big masquerade. Everybody's coming, ready to dance, ready to party at the Capulet Mansion. Juliet is supposed to meet Paris and hopefully fall in love. Romeo wants to go there to check out Rosaline, but we're going to see those plans are going to change pretty quickly. All right, let's get started.
Where's Potpan that he helps not to take away? He shift a trencher? He scrape a trencher?
When good manners shall lie all in one or two men's hands, and they unwashed too, 'tis a foul thing.
Away with the joint stools, remove the court cupboard, look to the plate. Good thou save me a piece of marchpane, and as thou loves me, let the porter let in Susan, Grindstone, and Nell, Antony, and Potpan.
Aye, boy, ready.
You are looked for and called for, asked for and sought for in the great chamber.
We cannot be here and there too. Cheerly, boys, be brisk a while, and the longer liver take all.
All right, so while the servants are getting everything ready, the Capulets are welcoming all the partygoers.
Welcome, gentlemen. Ladies that have their toes unplagued with corns will have a bout with you. Ah, my mistresses, which of you all will now deny to dance? She that makes dainty, she, I'll swear, hath corns. Am I come near ye now? Welcome, gentlemen. I have seen the day that I have worn a visor, and could tell a whispering tale in a fair lady's ear, such as would please. 'Tis gone, 'tis gone, 'tis gone. You are welcome, gentlemen. Come, musicians, play. A hall, a hall. Give room and footed girls. More light, you knaves, and turn the tables up, and quench the fire, the room is grown too hot. Ah, sirrah, this unlooked-for sport comes well. Nay, sit, good cousin Capulet, for you and I are past our dancing days. How long is it now since last yourself and I were in a mask?
By your lady, 30 years.
What, man, 'tis not so much, 'tis not so much. 'Tis since the nuptials of Lucentio. Come Pentecost as quickly as it will, some 25 years, and then we masked.
'Tis more, 'tis more. His son is elder, sir. His son is 30.
Will you tell me that? His son was but a ward 2 years ago.
What lady's that, which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know not, sir.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night, like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. So shows a snowy dove trooping with crows, as yonder lady o'er her fellow shows. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and, touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now? Forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
So Romeo's at the party. His face is hidden by the mask. He sees Juliet and immediately falls in love with her. He says, "Did my heart love till now? Forswear its sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night." He's completely forgotten about Rosaline. He is in love with Juliet by just taking one look at her. She's so beautiful. Now, Tybalt, Juliet's cousin, the nephew of Lord Capulet, recognizes Romeo's voice and he wants him out of here. He wants to fight him. He wants Romeo out of there because they just had a street fight with the Montagues earlier in the day. Tybalt wants a fight, and we're going to see Lord Capulet. He does not want to fight. He heard Romeo's a good kid. He wants Tybalt to leave him alone.
This by his voice should be a Montague. Fetch me my rapier, boy. What? Dares the slave come hither covered with an antic face, to fleer and scorn at our solemnity? Now by the stock and honor of my kin, to strike him dead I hold it not a sin.
Why, how now, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe, a villain that is hither come in spite, to scorn at our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, That villain Romeo.
Content thee, gentle coz. Let him alone. He bears him like a portly gentleman. And to say truth, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed youth. I would not for the wealth of all this town here in my house do him disparagement. Therefore be patient. Take no note of him. It is my will, the which if thou respect, show a fair presence, and put off these frowns, an ill-beseeming semblance for a feast.
So Juliet's dad is saying that Romeo has a good reputation. He's a virtuous and well-governed youth. He does not want to give him dishonor. Okay, he tells Tybalt, ignore him. Let's have a party. Just move on. Tybalt does not want to move on. Tybalt wants a fight, and Lord Capulet will not tolerate a fight in his house at his party.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured. What, Goodman boy? I say he shall. Go to. Am I the master here or you? Go to. You'll not endure him. God shall mend my soul. You'll make a mutiny among my guests. You will set cock-a-hoop. You'll be the man.
Why, uncle, 'tis a shame.
Go to. Go to. You are a saucy boy. Is't so indeed? This trick may chance to scathe you, I know what. You must contrary me. Marry, 'tis time. Well said, my hearts. You are a princox. Go. Be quiet, or more light, more light. For shame, I'll make you quiet. What, cheerly, my hearts?
Patience, perforce, with willful choler meeting, makes my flesh tremble in their different greeting. I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall, now seeming sweet, convert to bitterest gall.
So Tybalt is angry that he has to ignore Romeo, and he's like, you know what? I will get him, all right? He goes, I'll withdraw. I won't bother him today, but I am going to get him later on. Now we see Romeo. He sees Juliet. He takes her hand. He starts talking to her, and we're going to see that they start kissing pretty quickly. They're going to be putting their hands together, his hand and her hand, like they're praying. So they're finding excuses to touch hands, and eventually their lips will touch with kissing.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle fine is this: my lips, two blushing pilgrims ready stand, to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips, and holy palmers too?
I, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray. Grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips by yours my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips. O trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
So we see Romeo and Juliet. They just met each other. They are talking, and they start kissing almost immediately. Now, if we notice, we have Juliet calling him a pilgrim and Romeo calling her a saint. Now, there's the 1996 version, film version of Romeo and Juliet, where Romeo is dressed as a knight, which knights were also considered pilgrims, and he calls her a saint, and Juliet is dressed as an angel. So they use the wordplay to create the costumes. All right, they are going to kiss a little bit again, and the nurse is going to interrupt them.
You kiss by the book?
Madam, your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Mary, bachelor. Her mother is the lady of the house, and a good lady, and a wise and virtuous. I nursed her daughter that you talked withal. I tell you, he that can lay hold of her shall have the chinks.
Is she a Capulet? Oh, dear account, My life is my foe's debt.
So Romeo finds out that Juliet is a Capulet, and he's shocked and surprised, which he really shouldn't be that shocked and surprised. He's at a Capulet party. Everybody there is either a Capulet or an ally of the Capulet. So I don't understand why he's that shocked that she is a Capulet. All right, let's keep moving on.
Away, be gone. The sport is at the best.
Aye, so I fear, the more is my unrest.
Nay, gentlemen, prepare not to be gone. We have a trifling foolish banquet towards. Is it e'en so? Why then I thank you all. I thank you, honest gentlemen. Good night. More torches here. Come on then, let's to bed. Ah, sirrah, by my fay it waxes late. I'll to my rest.
Now, Romeo has figured out that Juliet is a Capulet, although he should have figured that out ahead of time. Juliet now is going to figure out who Romeo is.
Come hither, nurse. What is yon gentleman?
The son and heir of old Tiberio.
What's he that now is going out of door?
Marry, that, I think, be young Petruchio.
What's he that follows there that would not dance?
I know not.
Go, ask his name.
And that's when she's finding out who Romeo is, which I think it's a little weird that they were kissing and they didn't even know each other's name, but she's going to find out very soon that he is an enemy.
If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate, too early seen unknown and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me, that I must love a loathed enemy.
What's this? What's this?
A rhyme I learnt even now, of one I danced withal.
Anon, anon, come, let's away. The strangers all are gone.
So we see some more foreshadowing with Juliet. Romeo, as he was heading into the party, was saying he had a bad feeling that this might lead up to his death. And we see Juliet, she doesn't know Romeo's name, and she says, if he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed. So the two of them are giving some foreshadowing. The two of them are talking about death when they have been in love. And Juliet, she is very surprised that Romeo is a Montague, and she should be, because at the party, it's only supposed to be Capulets or the friends of Capulets. And she says, my only love sprung from my only hate. Now, we remember they only spoke for a few minutes and they kissed a couple of times, and she is in love with him. She says love 3 times in this little section right here. Okay. All right. So that is the end of Act 1. And we will continue on with the story a little bit later. Thanks for listening.